done. So I'm going to narrate for you what's going on in my head as best that I can. And what I do, and everybody does this different. If you go to the seminar, it's like they said, you'll be going, what the hell is this? Because Richard's just like, he's like a walking encyclopedia. And I don't think really, you know, they put all this big onus. Nobody will teach matrix energetics but Richard Bartlett. I don't think anybody could but Richard Bartlett, because he has this gift. He can read a stack of books this tall and tell you anything out of any of those books, just at will. You know, most of us don't have that capability. So I can't imagine trying to teach the whole thing. One little technique or two, maybe I could do that, but really he's the man. So what I do, I imagine that I have like a dashboard. And on the dashboard, all these things exist. And they're like idiot lights for me. So I drop down into my heart, and I think to myself, if I knew what I was doing, what would I do next? And I just scan the dashboard. Okay, one of those lights lights up for me. Okay, that's what I do. Or that's what I try to do. As he said, it's almost like your body's going to sense something it's not familiar with, and it's what we call, he calls everything a morphic field. So like cancer has a morphic field, a huge morphic field. Pharmaceutical drug industry, huge morphic field. War, huge morphic field. You know, organic food, you name it, everything. Reiki is a morphic field. So is Qigong. So is the thing Michael Beckwith does. Everything could be categorized as morphic field. So what would you like to achieve from this session? Is there a certain goal that you would have? We have something called a clipboard. And so she's going to verbalize now what's going to go on her clipboard. We're going to hear it, and then we're going to forget about it. Because if she said, oh, I have pain in my shoulder, I'd be thinking, well, she probably needs to go to physical therapy. That's going to take this amount of months. And, you know, because I've had shoulder pain and I know what that's like. And that's limiting. Like she said in the video, keep wondering what it is, because that doesn't create a perimeter around anything. So as I said, and all the things that are presented in Matrix Energetics, they're doable by a Qigong master. It's just going to take you longer to get to that point where you could achieve those things. So Matrix Energetics, to me, is like a fast food of traditional systems that have been around for many, many years that most Westerners have trouble understanding and practicing. So Richard's found a brilliant way to present this in a Western left-brain type of format based on quantum science, which explains why all these things happen in a scientific way our brain can understand. So if I try to talk to you about Reiki in the traditional way, you really can't understand what it is. You have to feel it. You know, and it's the same thing with Qigong. Okay, so what do we throw on your clipboard? What would you like?
Well, if I understand the question, I'd like to release resistance.
Okay. All right. Is that all? Do you have any discussion?
No, we worked on that earlier.
Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's what we like to hear. Okay, resistance. So we'll just pop that up on the clipboard. Okay. So what I'll tell you about Matrix is you might feel like something pushing against you. And so my recommendation is don't resist it. And so when you see people go down, that's why they're going there. Because they feel this. And some people, just like a ton of bricks, they'll just poof. So you need to come much closer and be ready in case she were to do that. I'm not saying she will, but you know, I never know what will happen. So 2 point, what am I attracted to? She says she wants less resistance, right? All right, so I'm attracted right to here and here. So these are my 2 points. I'm dropping my awareness down, so I'm not really thinking from my brain anymore. I'm trying to think more like from my gut. I'm going to drop down a little bit more. And so you might notice she's starting to sway. It's okay, don't resist it.
Okay.
Don't fight it. She's right behind you. She won't let you fall. See, every time that happens, that's a shift. Already she's starting to receive. That's the way this works. And usually the most subtle things, where a person doesn't fall down, the shortest matrix session, if you could call it that, are the most dramatic. Alright, so I'm scanning my dashboard now. And I keep seeing frequencies. And I see frequency 6. I'm going to reach out here and turn frequency 6 on, and I'm going to turn the volume up. Frequency 7, turn that volume up. Frequency 15. Frequency 18. Turn that one up, and then I'm going to invert it. So I'm still scanning my dashboard. And I keep seeing the image of a yellow flower. So I'm just going to reach out. Here you go. Here's that flower for you. And so I'm no longer attracted to her lower dantian. There's something out in space here. There's something out there that she's after to release her resistance. So I'm getting to look for this hole, if you would. This technique sometimes described as windows. And I'm looking for where there's no resistance. There it is.
Thank you.
Go ahead, lay down, and just process it.
Just
Stay there
relax,
as long
relax,
as you
chill
need.
out, girl.
Just relax.
I'll be right here.